So Ian started a video last week, basically told you the origins of how we got our name. It's true, by the way, and I actually feel like it fits us pretty darn good, and I'm very pleased with it. I know he is too. But back up real quick, I'm sure you know me from the abandoned videos, but you probably don't know I'm Jigsaw, and I also am the cameraman behind every single Dr. Phil video, which I am extremely proud of, and I'm sure Ian is probably most proud of his Dr. Phil character. We have so much fun shooting those videos, and sometimes we definitely get angry and stressed and stuff, but it's always, in the end of it, it's always fun. And I hope you guys always like it too. Obviously, if you don't, we want to be critiqued, so I appreciate if you guys do tell us that. So since we can't go out, we're shooting different kinds of videos, and I'm going to do one-on-one. Ian has somebody he can do a video with, but I'm just me and the YouTube universe. So I just think it's important for everybody to kind of understand us, know who we are. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start every video I do, I'm going to tell you one thing about me, and every time I do one, today I'm going to do a YouTube video that we shot our first one together and kind of give you a background on what was going on and basically talk to you about it. So I guess first question I wrote down, I'm not usually very good with remembering certain things, so I write things down and then I read off of it because I forget constantly and I mess up so many takes. So my question today I'm going to ask is, what am I most passionate about? It's easy for me to answer. I'm extremely passionate about cheetahs. I do not work in any form of animal job, career, or anything like that. I work in automotive. And I just love cheetahs so much. I go volunteer. I've gone 3 times to South Africa to volunteer with cheetahs, hands-on. It's such a beautiful country. People are amazing, and obviously the animals are just outrageously great. Love cheetahs forever. As far as I can remember, I chose cheetahs because everybody chose lions and tigers, and I didn't want to be that kind of person. I wanted to be different. So cheetahs, obviously the speed's what got me. But they're incredibly smart. When they look at you, it's a weird feeling because they don't look at you. They almost feel like they look through you. But you obviously have to be careful. They're extremely soft. Certain ones are affectionate. They do like to lay down and let you touch them. So that's an experience I'll never forget, and I'm never going to stop doing. My goal is to go every 3-4 years, or as much as I can go. So one thing I get out of that is I implore every single person to, once they get in their mind they want to do something, just do it. Don't think about it, because if you keep thinking about it, you're going to psych yourself out and you're never going to do it. Again, I implore everybody to just follow your dreams and do exactly what you want to do, and don't waste time. Life is way too short. Okay? So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you our first video that we shot. The Dr. Phil one is what really started us to get involved a lot more. So I'm going to hit the play button and kind of walk you through it. It's a 9-minute video, so I hope you can stick around. If not, I understand. But we'll try to make it somewhat fun, hopefully, but we'll see how it goes. So this place is in New Jersey, Pine Barrens. We got very lucky. Got really lucky because this is our first time we looked for an abandoned place and kind of didn't do any research on it. We just told the guys, hey, look, it's on Google Earth. Let's go film there. It kind of looked like there was a structure in there. It's an old racetrack. It's all in the woods and everything. It's pretty cool. the worst part was we had to park on the other side of the road because there was only parking on that side, and we had to walk across the road with a chainsaw. Obviously, people could think of it as a weapon. You know, so if a cop was driving by, seeing us with a chainsaw, first we're walking into a woods with a chainsaw. Obviously, I'm pretty sure we would get a ticket for that. What are you doing with a chainsaw? Oh, we're shooting a Dr. Phil video. You know, they would never believe us, but
welcome to Dr. Phil's Celebrity Horror House.
that was one of the craziest experiences we walking with a weapon like that.
He asked me to bring a shovel.
But so that's Ian. You know, he's talking. And a lot of our takes, as you see in our blooper videos, we were our buddy in the background who plays Leatherface. His name's Nick, a great guy. He had trouble understanding what we wanted him to do, and it could partially be our fault. I don't know, but I think it was like 3 or 4 takes we had to do until he kind of realized what we wanted him to do. But he would constantly he'd walk into view and then just stop. He's supposed to do exactly what he just did there, walk away, but he just stopped there, and then Ian looks over and he's still there, and we're just like, come on. It was a hot day. It probably was like in the 90s, 95, 96 degrees, and it was humid. And obviously I'm comfortable wearing a shirt and shorts. You know, they're in suits and black suits and everything, so they're sweating, and I'm trying to make it easy for them. But yeah. Ian's taking his good old time walking.
Hey, where you at? Come on, we're not playing Marco Polo here. Not hide and seek. This is for real.
By the way, this is our first video. We learned so much compared to from this video to our last Dr. Phil video. You can see the complete difference in everything. We've gotten better at hiding things. A lot of the early footage you see are book bags and backpacks in the way and everything. So we're very happy with how far we've come.
Hey Leatherface, what are you doing? Digging for gold?
Nick was, I didn't really know Nick that well when we first met him, but Ian was, there's nobody else that can play Leatherface like him, and that mask, Nick made that mask himself, and did a great job. You know, the most important thing is to make sure you're doing it for a passion, something you really like doing. If you don't really like doing it, it's not going to show up very well. And I feel like that mask really turned out to be very good, because it looks just like something he would make. Leatherface, that
is. Leatherface, you sure are as crazy as batshit.
And Ian and I spend, like he said in the last video, we would spend hours at Barnes & Noble's writing scripts and everything. Half the time we don't even follow the script. We find, once you get to a location, you kind of realize, you know, this would work better. But the script's basically a guideline on how we kind of want it to work, but things can change.
I think on the inside, all you really are is a big child. To me, that sounds like you are a little bitch. Leatherface, don't take my face. You don't want it. You know what you need is a miracle, and I'm not talking about 34th Street. This isn't Christmas. This is your life. Leatherface, you don't have...
We had to work on it a lot.
I know, that is why you killed.
I still get a chuckle with it. I'm sure he does too.
I am here to help.
He has trouble starting off sentences with other words. If you watch this video through and through, he says Leatherface to start the sentence the majority of the time, or so, or Leatherface. He's gotten a lot better.
Leatherface,
another Leatherface.
Right. With a face like that, anything's possible.
How can you pass up a face like that?
Leatherface. I don't really know or understand why they actually call you Leatherface. You use human flesh as a mask. This is some really scary stuff.
Yeah, that was a weird belt. It kind of looked like skin, that's why we got it. Wrinkly
It is
skin.
my understanding that you come from a long line of meat packers. So what made you decide that meat packing just wasn't your thing? So Leatherface,
So Leatherface,
where's your
they combined
shovel?
it that time.
I'm not used to seeing you without that chainsaw. So is that what you were looking for there? Were you digging for your chainsaw, Leatherface? All right. You know what? I'm going to help you out, Leatherface, because that's what friends do. We're going to do this together. Let's do it.
So we had to dig the hole, put the chainsaw in it, and cover it back up, and so we wouldn't forget where we buried the chainsaw. We actually put a piece of rock in there that Ian should know where it is, but he lost it. He couldn't find it. It took us like 5-10 minutes to find the rock so we could find the chainsaw again. Then eventually he finds it. So got a little scary because it wasn't our chainsaw.
Hey. What you got there, Leatherface?
That's
What's that?
Choco Taco.
What the hell are you doing? What is that?
Ian loves Choco Tacos.
Oh,
Ian loves food.
maybe a little berry treasure.
Doesn't even matter
I
what
doubt
kind
it
of
though. Oh, these are Choco Tacos. These are my favorite. Mom, I love these things.
And that's how hot it was that day. We actually had that Choco Taco in a cooler the whole time. We took it out, shot the scene real quick, and it was already melted.
Even though I enjoyed it. We are here to find a chainsaw. And I'm not leaving till we do. I'm not going to leave. All right? Let's do it, buddy.
And even right here, he can't even find the rock. There we go. You can see the camera in the back right. We had to shoot that twice because the first time Nick barely touched him and Ian flew back. We really wanted him to push him.
Found it! Oh shit! Nice! It's a nice chainsaw.
Now the next scene where you're gonna see Leatherface, twirling around with the chainsaw. No lie, I don't think I've ever been more annoyed in the entire shoots of any YouTube videos that we've done. Again, it was like 96 degrees, humid, we're all sweating, we've been there for like 3 hours, I'm starving. And I think we shot the scene probably, like I said, no lie, 10 to 15 times. Because every single time, how we wanted to edit it, we had to not have anybody move. And every single time Ian would just move. And I'm like, so we had to start it all over again. I was so irritated.
Nice.
But I think it came out pretty good. So it worked.
What do you use to oil that? You use nice proper lubrication? Leatherface, see buddy? Everything works out. The world works in mysterious ways. The universe is something, isn't it? Everything came out all right, buddy. What are you doing, buddy? What the hell are you doing? Leatherface, you better calm down. I don't know about you, but we're getting the hell out of here.
And another reason why we had to shoot that scene a lot is because we had trouble starting the chainsaw. I think 4 of those, 15 mess ups were the chainsaw not starting. We'd get on the first pull most of the time, but there was one scene where he kept ripping the cord. I think it was probably like 8 times and it still wouldn't fire. So Oh, it was a rough shoot.
Dr. Phil was never the same. The events of that day were to lead to the discovery of one of the most bizarre crimes in the annals of American history, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That was that video. If I can get out of it. So that's the Leatherface. It was our first shoot, and some people don't think over 1,000 subscribers is anything because everybody has millions and millions. But when we started this channel, we weren't even expecting to get 100. We were honestly just thinking it was just going to be, our friends. We have a lot of friends, but I don't think we have 100 friends total. But we're over 1,000, and we're very happy with that. Now I'm going to end this video. Surprisingly, I didn't mess this up this whole time without editing. But what I want is I'm tagging Ian to make a video. Not the same as me, because this is my thing. But I want him to do his own special on it. And I want him to explain to you guys, to give you the background on how he got his Dr. Phil hair. I think it would definitely surprise you. Anyway, you guys stay safe. It's crazy out there. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you next time.